Good morning, adventurers. We are off on an adventure today at Garden of the Gods in Illinois, in the Shawnee National Forest. It's a beautiful day today here in southern Illinois. We're at Garden of the Gods recreation area in the Shawnee National Forest. It is about 52 degrees. It's supposed to get up to about 75 today. It's supposed to be a gorgeous day. And we're going to be hiking and exploring all over this park today. Starting right here with the main attraction, the observation trail. This little rock formation behind me is called the Mushroom Garden. Alright, so I'm only like 100 feet in, and I can tell this little section, this is the most popular area of the park. I wanted to do it first before all the crowds get here. It is a Saturday. But there's the main path here that looks like it's nicely cobbled, and then there are tons of these little paths going off to these little overlooks. We're going to go check them out. So this little quarter-mile loop part might take us a while. This here behind me is Table Rock. And there's some beautiful overlooks here. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Garden of the Gods overlook. We were just over there. As our first overlook, we're headed this way. Just awesome. Alright, we're going to be heading over here next. It's called Devil's Smokestack. So this is actually Devil's Smokestack. It was hidden down around the edge of the thing, so I didn't see it. It's pretty cool, I like it. There's a wedged boulder in there. It says it's 30 feet tall from that boulder. Oh man, this is just awesome. We started way over there, we came over here. There's Devil's Smokestack down there. Look at this wall here, that thing is awesome. Just awesome. Alright, so that was Camel Rock. Now we're going to be heading this way to some more stuff. Goes down a little bit into this little canyon between the rocks. It's kind of cool. Alright, that little channel I had to walk through, that was kind of cool. It's called the Squeeze. But that does it for the main popular trail there. Now, we're gonna get off the main trail and we have a 4-mile loop that we're gonna do with some more awesome features and overlooks to see. Let's get started. Alright folks, about a 1/4 mile later, here we are at Anvil Rock. Those are the mushroom rocks. Ladies and gentlemen, the hippo head. I wasn't sure at first either what was the hippo head, but I think it's that rock right there. It looks like a hippo head. Pretty cool. Well, hippo head or not, this is still an amazing overlook. Went down a little spur trail. It had a couple of points of interest like this. Had Turtle Rock coming up. Alright, these are really hard to pick out because it's just on pinpoint on the map. It's not like, there are no signs here or anything. But I think maybe this is Turtle Rock. Got the shell, got the little head sticking out here. Look at this, this isn't even on the map. Balanced rock. That one looks pretty cool. I'd say that's more of a balanced rock than the one that was at Hot Springs. I wonder if that's Noah's Ark. It doesn't say. Man, can't believe how much green there is here. Spring is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Arch of the Gods. This is really cool. I think this is probably the biggest natural arch I've seen outside of Arches National Park. This thing is massive, and then between you can see there's probably some way to get up on top if you climb up there here behind me, but I'm not going to try that. It's kind of amazing how big it is. I tried to get some perspective with me walking through the arch to give you an idea of how big it is, but it never does it justice. Just awesome. Alright folks, we are back here at the Mushroom Garden, right there behind me. I'm going to go back to the car, have a little snack, take a little break for like 20 minutes, and then we're going to head off and hike Indian Point Loop. Alright folks, we're here on the Indian Point Trail, heading out. Alright, that's a pretty awesome overlook. There's a couple of overlooks and then a couple of rock formations that we're going to see along this trail. There's another campsite over there. Awesome. It just continues here with the awesome rock formations, gorgeous overlooks. Awesome. It's fun climbing around and jumping around on all these rocks and stuff. Better be careful. Anyway, I think that's the last of the overlooks. I think we head down a little bit and there's some other cool rock formations we get to see. Alright folks, this place was awesome. Climbing around the rocks and jumping around, climbing in the caves, tuckered me out. I'm going to take like an hour break, eat some lunch, it's 12 o'clock, and then I'm going to pack my backpack and we're going to head out for an overnight out in the Garden of the Gods wilderness. Alright adventurers, I got my Z-Packs Arc Blast on and we're heading out on the trail. I'm pretty sure this is the River to River Trail. The River to River Trail is, I'm not sure exactly how long it is, put it on the screen. But the very southern tip of Illinois. Mississippi River is the western border. Ohio River is the eastern border. So the trail cuts across from river to river. Found myself a nice little campsite. There's a little, it's not even really a fire pit. But a couple of good spots for tents. There's even some more tent pads back over there. It's also right here at, there's a couple little streams. There's a little stream coming from that way, and then the creek that's coming from that way, and they join together right here. So, first thing I'm going to do is take a little, maybe 15-minute break. I'm going to go put my feet in the water. That sounds amazing. So I sat there for about an hour, my feet in the creek. My feet are very pruny and numb. Alrighty. I went exploring, walking around in the woods and checking out rocks and cool little caves and stuff. And I came back here, set up my tent. Got my bed set up and everything. And just boiled some water. And waiting for my dinner to be ready. Got 15 minutes for some rich, creamy pasta carbonara. Yum. Alright, just finished eating dinner. And all of a sudden we got a nice little shower. I've just been kind of standing here next to the tree, listening to the trickle of the creek. Listening to the animals go nuts out there, you hear them? It's springtime and they love it. I'm gonna head to bed in a little bit. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, adventurers. It's about 7 o'clock. Just getting up. Have some strawberries and granola. Breakfast in bed. Had a good night. Woke up a few times through the night. Rolling, tossing and turning around. But it was a really quiet night. I was surprised. As the sun was going down, the birds were making lots and lots of noise. But then when I woke up in the middle of the night, it was super quiet and silent. The stars were out. I'm gonna eat up my breakfast, pack up camp, and then we'll head back. Alrighty folks, all packed up, ready to go. And I just realized I didn't show you guys the campsite really. But here it is. Here's the trail right here. And then right off the side of the trail there's a fire pit. Good little, that's where I put my tent right there, a little dry spot. Enough room for a couple more tents. And on the other side of the trail there's actually, it looks like there's a spot over there, spot over there. So it looks like people have used this quite a bit. And then right over here, we got a creek coming in, tributing to the main creek down there where I was putting my feet in. I'm all packed up, ready to go. We're heading out this way. Oh, this is really cool. I don't know if you can see this on the camera behind me. I think it's right there. There's a little arch. A cool looking little arch. All right. We reached the fork. We went down that way yesterday. And we came back through here. The parking lot is that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I am approaching the parking lot. I can see the cars from here. Garden of the Gods. What an adventure. This place lives up to the hype. The reason I came here was because of the hype. I've heard a lot of good things about it for backpacking and man, I almost don't know what to say. It was so amazing. Just non-stop overlooks, really cool rock formations that you just want to go climb around on, and the observation trail had some really cool just overlooks with some unique views of rock formations and the land. Then we did the Indian Point Trail. That was pretty awesome too. It was a little later in the day, so there was a lot more people. So I probably didn't record as much footage there, but it was just as cool. Only had maybe half the overlooks that the observation trail had, but they were just as cool. Awesome rock formations, great rocks to climb around on and stuff again. Then the backpacking out here was amazing. It was, again, rock formations everywhere. Cliffs, caves, cool little things to climb on. Oh, it was something else, I tell you. I had a really good time. The trails were a little more rugged than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be a little more, I don't know how you say it, well groomed, because I knew this was a very popular place, so I thought maybe some of the trails, I guess like the observation trail was cobbled. So I kind of expected a little more of that, but that's alright. The Indian Point Trail was extremely rugged. That was kind of tough at some points, having to climb over lots of rocks and stuff. What a great place. Well, I'm headed off to Rimrock here in southern Illinois. So make sure you subscribe and give me a like to help me out. I'll see you next week right here on Happy Trail Backpacking.